With game 3, we have a PVT Diamond League again on EU, like master match. All right, so I assume he's been playing a few masters, and he. All right, strategy: 1 gate forge, 1 gate fast expand, robo forge storm, and then it's someone else build. So it's interesting. We'll see how it looks. Was my build order okay? Something that I could do better. Did the drops just kill me? What about my micro and the fights? How do you like my macro game? Alright, so there's a few questions. I like that. Simple, but straight to the point. So is the build order good? So we'll have to be picky here so we can answer you properly. So you're scouting, you're seeing a gas, please get out of there before he traps you with another depot, damn it. As soon as, like, the thing is, you want to see the gas and then you want to get out as soon as possible. You want to chrono 4 times the probes, maybe that's not what the build order is, but yeah, you want to chrono 4 times the probe. You don't want to skip the zealot, because if he makes an eBay and you don't have a zealot, you're going to be a sad panda, and we don't want you to be a sad panda. If you don't like pandas, then you can be something else that's sad. But what you did is really risky because, like I said, he makes an eBay and you're a sad person. So right now you're chronoing a little bit of probes. I don't know the build order of that person that you mentioned, but I'd really like you to poke with a mothership core. Have an idea of what he's doing. You know, is it one base? Widow mine drop right away? Is it this, like a factory and then later on a starport with a CC? Is it Reaper? Is it Banshee? Like, what is it? Like, we don't know, and I guess we don't get to know because you're still not making the mothership core, which is kind of weird to me. Oh, and you lost a stalker to a widow mine. Yeah, that is why I'd rather you scout with a mothership core, because like the mothership core, I mean, it gets straight into the main rather quickly. The stalker, if you don't pay attention the whole way you walk to his base, you might walk over a widow mine. So you asked me how was the build order. Well, so far the build order seems to be okay. I wish you would mix in a mothership core, but I'm not sure if that's part of the build order. You're getting supply block and you're making stalkers. I am not a big fan of this build. I don't see the forge doing anything for you, and I like the fact that you're not scouting with the mothership core. Like, you don't know. Like, that guy's not. Okay, so that guy made a real late starport, and because you didn't scout with the mothership core, you don't know. You don't know if it's good. Like, you're forced to keep the observers at home because you don't know his build order, and that bothers me because you could have been making more probes. You could have done like so much more. Like, you could have been making sentries. You could have been making so many things. Like, by now I'd be done making probes and I'd be chronoing my gates, just to show you like the difference between my build and this build. I guess I don't know how like I don't know how you underperform compared to his build. Like, I'm pretty sure his build must be good if you copied it, but I'm not a big fan of the end result. At 11 minutes, I'd have a Colossus. I'd have at least an observer over his base, knowing what he's doing. I'd have move out my observers and have cannons. I'd have 3 sentry. Well, you have 3 sentry, but you have a lot of zealots. Like, what are those zealots gonna do? Your tech is very limited. You have no Colossus, and you have no blink, and you have no charge. So, but now let's stop being picky. Let's give you a break. Let's breathe. How was my micro? Well, so far you're not. You're being very careful. You're taking your time. You don't want to miss the force fields. I like that. I like that you're taking your time. The thing is, he's containing you, and the third's finish, and you have no clue what's going on. So that's the big issue. You don't have blink to catch anything. You don't have charge to chase anything. You don't have Colossus. So on a frontal battle, if this guy wasn't taking a third and went like 5 racks and just tried to kill you at the front, you would have been dead. Like, I'm pretty sure you would have been dead. Now, if this guy drops Widow Mine, well, you kept the observers around, but at this point, you kind of have to make a cannon and try to see something on a minimap. Like, you stop at 2 observer. I wish you would have done 3, because in the end, you know, the Immortal came, like, fairly late, so a 3rd observer was affordable. So yeah, you're staying on 2 base for far too long. This guy's getting a third. Of course, it's a PF, so it works a little bit to your advantage. But as for the upgrades, I mean, you're getting armor. He's getting, well, you're gonna be like slightly ahead on upgrades, but he's getting a second eBay, and you're gonna be behind because you can't afford a second forge because you're stuck on 2 base. So I mean, your macro was good. The thing is, you missed out on probes. So like even without his third, well, it's kind of even right now, but yeah, and his army's kind of small. I don't know what he's not making. I don't know what he did. Like this guy is a little bit silly to me because you're stuck on 2 base. Like why would he try to attack you at the front? Like he should just sit back and let his macro kick in. So yeah, you might be doing well here. You're using a lot of stalkers. That's a lot of gas. Like I mean, it's either you lose stalkers or you lose probes. So I guess I can't really blame you for making that decision that you did. Oh, that mid-evac is so low. But yeah, like having blink, you could have killed everything right there. Oh, and you dropped the natural. Oh yeah, and you're falling apart. So I mean, I hope that when you win, this build order looks a little bit better and is a little more convincing to use, because as of right now, and I know it sounds grim, but I don't think like this build can be successful. And I guess I'm kind of biased because I'm having success with my build, unless I fail. I fail at microing and map awareness, but like map awareness wouldn't help me with your build because there's not much. So let's see here. You have the mines. I don't know why you didn't send back the probes, but at this point, I guess you were like, fuck it, let's attack. So you got like I think a storm. This is so cool. We get the storm. Yeah, the storm. Are you gonna win this? I had hopes for you, buddy. But I mean, I mean, looking back on it, move out the observers, leave a cannon. You would have seen that drop. You would have seen that drop. You don't have blink, which makes your mobility extremely reduced. You don't have AoE, like you had an Archon, that's not AoE to me, that's just like a beefy motherfucker that does a little bit of splash once he gets to attack, and he doesn't get to attack very often if he's stuck in the back. So yeah, watch my guide. I made a guide. I think my build is better. I'm biased. I think I'm biased. I'm sorry if I'm biased. But I wish you the best. Scout with a mothership core, make more probes, make less units, make sentries earlier, have more energy, scout with hallucination if you need to. Yeah, it's tough. Like they made the game harder, so I can understand the frustration. But I wish you the best of luck. Thank you for submitting your replay NXTYO, and good luck on the ladder. Alright guys, we'll be back with game 4 in just a bit. I hope you're enjoying